in accordance with what I've been doing the last couple cleaning Sundays, seeing how every other Friday is feed day, I decided that why not go ahead and do it live. That way I have extra content out there. So I'll be walking through it every Friday. I feed all of my snakes, and then a few of my other snakes get fed on the next Friday as well. And then sometimes every 10 days I start switching it up if I start to see, you know, body getting too big or too thin, I'll increase or decrease. But right now, they're at the point where it's all the same. What is that? Hang on a sec. Oh, Snake has like a string or something on her eye, but she's about to eat, so I ain't gonna mess with her. Anyway, so I start off by getting my snake food out of the deep freeze, and then I put it in this tub that you see here. I set it in the room, and I do that this morning. So last night, when I feed my dogs, I went, took care, put all the rats and mice that I was going to feed in here, leave that in my deep freeze overnight. In the morning, I take it out and I bring it in the reptile room. So all the snakes are smelling the food thaw out throughout the day. Get off of work, come and I feed them. So that's what we're about to witness. First thing I got to do is separate by weight. So right now I got mediums, I got weaned, I got small rats, a couple pinky mice, hopper mice, and then quail as well. So I need to separate them by weight, the smallest, lightest, and then I coordinate basically who's getting what. So that's what you're about to see me do, is just weighing them. I have the scale underneath here, so I lift it up, I can see what the negative is to determine the overall weight. These little guys I don't weigh. I'm weighing the small and medium rats because they sometimes be a pretty decent distinguish, like, or not distinguish, drastic difference between a small mouse and a small rat and a small rat. There be like a huge gram difference in them, so that's why I weigh them, just to make sure that the snake that needs the biggest medium gets the biggest medium, and so forth. Now, the next like 5 minutes might be boring. 113, 127, 116, 118, 107, 117, 112. What were you? 17. Yeah, so you can go here. And 114, so you can go there. These should be the smaller ones, so this is 54, 93, 34, 45, 51, 55, 90. This is a 93 gram. This was in the small bag that I had of mice or rats. So that lets you know the size what I'm referring to. And then this was also in there. So 40-gram difference, almost 100% increase in size from 40 to 90. Or, excuse me, 50 to 90. So, anyways. Yeah. So now now that I have them from biggest to smallest, I'm going to look and determine which one's getting fed. First off, I already know I'm feeding my smallest ones over here, so I don't really need to keep them in here anymore. I can go ahead and move them over. So these are my viper boas. So here I have a large pinky mouse, and that's going to be for my male. Next is the hopper mouse. Back it up. And that's going to be for the older females. You can see she's right there. And another hopper mouse. As you can see, all my viper boas are eating frozen thawed. Next up is going to be my 2024 black-headed python. I'm going to raise this up so y'all can see inside the enclosure when I pull it out. So here I have a winged rat. Alright, so those were the easy ones. Now I have to redo the weights over here or not do the weights, but organize them in such a way that it's easy for me to go down, 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 etc. So here we have, the snake looks crazy. I want that snake. Aren't you scared, bro? So I'll start at the top. Aren't I scared? No, I've been working with them for a while. I want that snake. Well, all the snakes you just seen are available on Morph Market, so you can go check out my Morph Market. They are there available. The snake looks scary. Oh my god, I hate them. You'll love them if you hung out with them. Please, I need. Yeah, go check out my Morph Market. I got my brats from either Big Cheese or Rodent Pro. I go back and forth between the two. What's up?
So something's going on. We have food mine and my tomatoes, and now I'm missing one.
Alright, well go try to find it, okay?
I feel it and I didn't feel it.
Okay, I will look for it when I'm done feeding the snakes. Well then go ask Mom. I'll be done feeding the snakes and I'll help you. One of my younger sons threw the Lego for my older son, so now my older son's throwing a fit because he can't find it. He needs my help, but I gotta feed the snakes. I told you I'll help you once I'm done with the snakes. If you keep screaming at me, you're not getting no help. I will actually go find the Lego and take it away. Parenthood. Back to what I was doing. So now I'm going to, I didn't finish the thing. Keep your kids away from snakes. Or better yet, teach them about snakes and snake handling. That way when they get older, they know how to handle snakes, how not to handle snakes, not to mess with snakes that they don't know, etc. It's better to be aware of dangers than just being afraid of them. So that's my thought process. You know, my kids know not to touch snakes. They know that they can admire them. They know how to handle them when they're handling mine with permission and with supervision. So it's better that way, in my opinion. Yeah. So what was I doing? So this we had that. So you will get this one. Alright, so I have the next three lined up. I'm going to go ahead and raise the camera again so y'all can see. So that's Kim. She's ready to eat. She is an Argentine boa, and she is getting a quail. Yeah. And then down there, this is a dwarf Burmese python. Her name is Java, or excuse me, Latte. Can you see? She's on this side. There we go. My dwarf Burms most of the time do not actually take the prey. Sometimes they do, but most of the time I just leave it and they eat it afterwards. Alright, and then way down here, let's see, can you see in there? On that side, yeah. So hard to see them, but this is Eggs, my other Argentine boa. He is albino. Alright, and while you watch that, I'm going to set up the next snakes for feeding. So there, and we'll say there. That's 3. Alright. So over here is my Grabbit Cocker Key. Let me see if I can get it down. Grabbit Cocker Key boa. So she is Grabbit, so I feed her a very small meal. If she eats, she eats. If she doesn't, she doesn't. So far, she's still eating, and so is my Hog Island, but my Blackhead is off of food now because she's Grabbit as well with eggs. But I offer, we shall see. No, and you can see, she's still hungry. I'm not expecting babies until August, but she is looking very thick. There we go. And now we're going to go up one. This is Java. He is my male dwarf Burmese. Like I said, these guys, sometimes they take, sometimes they don't. She, that I showed earlier, Latte, she's taken twice out of the mini feedings. Like, over the last couple years, she's only taken twice. He has never taken, so I don't even bother trying to get him to take. I just let him know food's here, and I set it down there, and he'll go get it. Typically, I actually put it on the rock over there, but I don't think that makes a big difference. Alright, next up is Neptune. He is my visual exanthic male. So, it's better for blackheads and womas to give them 2 or 3 thin meals versus a thick meal because they're more used to eating snakes. So he actually gets a couple, and basically he'll do this and he takes it down as easy as he would a snake that fits inside him, versus kind of like what I gave a quail to my Argentine boa there. She'll have to work on that, but she's thick and she does eat thicker food. So that's him. Let me get the next 3 meals ready. Well, 2. So. Alright. Next, we're moving over here. This is going to be, where is she? She's in her hut over there. This will be Medusa. Let me lock this cage real quick. I 100% do not expect her to eat this. Like I mentioned, she hasn't taken for the last 2 meals because I'm expecting babies from her. But I offer every time. So for hers, I just put it there, and either she'll eat it by the morning or she won't. And Melody down here has no problems with wanting to take the food. She is ready. Excuse me. I'm not great, but you can see she's just right there by the glass, ready to go, and she'll move fast for this too. So. Yeah, wrong one. I'd prefer you to take it up there, but you're going down. Okay. All right. Now to the last 3 in here. We have. All right, trying to lift this up. All right, up there. That is my male cocker K. Going down one is my male Hog Island. And going down one more will be my female Hog Island. And she'd grab it, but she's still accepting food. That. Oh, sorry. Y'all can't. There you go. You can see her. Alright, so that's it. The rest of the fiends will be out in the living room, which I do not record my living room. I think I may have like one house video showing all the enclosures, but I do not recall if I kept that public or not. But yeah, let me see questions before I log off and go feed the other ones. Alright, let's see. Where did I leave? How much do you... How many... I'm guessing the person said, how many do I have? Currently, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 adults, and then I have 4 juveniles. So that's 17 total right now. And I'm expecting, hopefully, eggs from my blackhead this year and babies from my hog island and from my cocker key. So we shall see. What a boring hobby. Yeah. Should be illegal. Well, luckily it's not. What if the snake broke the glass? That would be interesting. Like, this isn't cheap little glass. Like, it would take a lot for the snake to break the glass. Yeah, so what if a fish broke a glass in an aquarium? They got out, they would, fall on the floor. I did at one point when I first started using AP cages, I didn't put the lock in because I wasn't worried about my kids reaching it. It was on the very top of a stack that they could not reach, so I left the lock off. And my snake actually took his head, this was my Kalatoa, took his head, stuck it over here, and puffed his head out and dragged back, slowly dragging this back, and then came out. My dog started barking in the middle of the night, so I came down to see what they were barking about. And my snake George, who's my living room snake, he is just slithering around like it's, nothing. I was like, okay, you got to go back in your kennel or his crate, what is it, enclosure. And then I started using locks every time then. Alright, let's see. That was the last question, so I'm about to log off. Thanks, everyone. Bye.